Here's the story of Houdini, a little frog that has captured the imagination of my entire team. I rescued Houdini out of my Siamese fighter tank. He'd been in there about 2 months and I decided he needed a home of his own. I set him up with this gorgeous tank outside. He was alone in this tank, so I got him some friends. I grabbed a bunch of frog eggs from my pond at the back and put them in the new tank. And all of a sudden we had hundreds of little tadpoles and one really big one. I'm feeding the tadpoles with spirulina. They eat bok choy and algae off the glass. And I love watching the way the tadpoles congregate at the surface trying to get as much as they can. Houdini started to get back legs first and now his front legs are coming through. It's probably about 3 months since that first tadpole shot, and here you can see his legs are a lot more formed. His tail is really big and thick at the start and will start to diminish. He's also getting really good at hiding, and the girls in my team have a challenge each day to actually locate him because you just can't see him.
A frog!
And so they're all very, very invested in finding him and watching him grow. Here's the pussycat. Speaking of someone that won't resume her tail, you can see from the footage that his tail's getting smaller and is actually being absorbed more into his body. He's a lot more active now. You can't see it in this shot, but he is swimming about the tank a bit more.
Bloody tadpoles.
He is markedly bigger than the rest of the tadpoles still. He's obviously building up the muscles in his legs for jumping. He's also spending quite a bit of time at the surface of the tank, and I think he's morphing from gills to lungs, so he's just building up his lungs, and he'll often sit with just his snout poking out.
Just looking at a frog legs spread. Oh!
It won't be long before he is ready to go.
There's Mr. Houdini.
Now I don't know what sort of froggy he is yet. I've got a common eastern froglet, that's the smallest one. I've also got the striped marsh frog, he's a medium-sized frog. And then I've got the Perrin's tree frog, which are quite large. You can see here that Houdini is almost fully developed. His tail's almost fully resorbed. And just a couple of days after these photos were taken, he disappeared out of the tank. So I think he's now a fully fledged member of the Frog Society of my backyard.